So the next thing which we want to do is this radio checkbox, how to work with this. Fine. For this, let's take an example demo website, which is testpages.eviltester. I'm taking the example of this. Here, you have a lot of uh, options available to test, right? So I want to work with, let's say, radio. Do we have radio here? Control F. Why I'm not able to search? Hold on. Control F. Yes, radio. Oh, I don't have. So let's take some other website for this. We will use this. This looks good, I think. Though radio option is not there, but it's fine. We will do something else. We'll do checkboxes and all. Okay. So let's use this for our automation. Let's create a new class. We'll say new class, main function. Let's give the name as the checkbox and some other checks, right? So demo, you can give any name. And the code is simple. WebDriver dr is equals to new Firefox driver, then dr dot get what website you want to use. You want to open this website, but after that, what you want to do? Let's do checkbox thing. So I want to click on the checkbox. Let's inspect this first. So inside this, yeah, it's a link text. So I can simply say driver dot find element by link checkboxes dot click. Driver dot find element by dot link text. This one dot click. So that will open another page actually. So if you see in this website, when I click on the checkboxes, it is opening this. Yes. So my task is I want to check this checkbox one. So let's inspect this element. So there are two checkboxes. I want to open the first one, right? So sorry, I want to click there. So input type is equal to checkbox, which contains this text, checkbox one. So there is form ID checkboxes. Inside that, I want to go to the input tag, which has text as checkbox one. Oh my God. Let's try to write XPath for this. Control F. I'll say find out a form which has what was that? ID, some ID. So I'm going through its parent, right? So I'm saying which has ID is equals to checkboxes. Checkboxes. Inside that, go to input. So there are two inputs here. One of two it's showing me. So inside that, go to input. Uh, where where you can say at the rate or it's go straightforward. Whose text is checkbox one. So if you want to write it, you can write it like text is equals to check box one, but it is not showing me. Wow. Why? Because there was a space involved there? No, because this text is not under the input, right? There is one more way. You can say contains also. Let's try that. So I'll say which contains text. Which text? This checkbox one. It should contain. No, it is not able to find. Is there any problem? Let's see that. Because this text, it seems not a part of input. If you see here, it is a part of the form. This input is not closed, right? Maybe for some reason they have not closed the input tag. That's fine. That's fine. But we are finding out one input tag contains, spelling is contains basically, contains text. It should contain checkbox. Space 1 is not able to find. Okay. So one way maybe, okay. What if I will say, hold on, I will say without doing this, I'm checking whether it is picking it as a text or not. Let's do it one by one. So form where ID is equals to check boxes. So if you see here, it is able to, capture that. Perfect. Slash slash input. So it will capturing first input, second input. If I hit enter, fine. But I want to hit the very first one. So through text, you are not able to do that. That is for sure. Because the problem here is actually this character is not part of this tag. If input tag will enter, close after this, that will be part of it. So basically here in this particular website, unfortunately, this input tag is not closed here. So we cannot use input where text contains this, right? It's better to use than index. So if you want to click on the first checkbox, you use 1. If you use 2 here, it will click on the second checkbox. Fine. Going back to the code, you can say driver.find element by XPath by this, and then you want to click it. Let's put some weight here so that things will be visible what we are doing. I'm putting 4000 millisecond wait. And after this also, fine. So click is the thing. It's not like that for checkbox, you have some new kind of functionality into uh, checkboxes. For the checkbox, it's basically click. Okay. In Cypress or some other tool, there are new functions invented like check, uncheck, those kind of function. But in Selenium, it's simply click. Okay, so that will click there. Fine. What are okay? Let's run that, but quickly we will move to other things. Let's run this. So it's working. It will click on checkboxes soon. Yes, we are here now. After 4 seconds, it should click on the first checkbox. Done. Here it's clicking, and you can uncheck also. So let's uncheck the second text box. So same thing basically. Here, only thing is like here I'll say this one. Fine. Now the question is how to find out whether something is unchecked. That will be very, very interesting to see. That is basically I was talking about the attribute, right? We had this topic also. Now, if I want to check a particular thing is checked or unchecked, how you can do it? That I want to show you. Let's take this particular element and store it somewhere. So we'll say web element. You can give any name as of now. I am saying second box. Second box is equals to driver dot find element this. Fine. Now what I want to do, I want to get its attribute. So one of the attribute for this checkbox was basically this checked, which is true or false. If something is checked, it will show you, the value of this will be true. It's like this. Okay. So I'll say, hey, find out whether this dot get attribute. So there is a function for the element get attribute. Which attribute I want to check? I want to check this checked attribute. What is the value of it, right? So when you say get attribute, the return type is a string. So you have to store it there. String, let's say W is equals to this. Let's print it. System.out.println W. Okay. Let's see what will happen. So what we are doing, we are checking the first checkbox, but we are actually unchecking the second one, right? Because second one was already checked. So if you see here, line number 19, we unchecked basically. And after that, we are checking what happened to its attribute. So for example, before uncheck, right, the attribute was there, checked attribute was there. But once we will uncheck, see here, that checked attribute is going. So there is no checked attribute now. So what will happen if I'll find out, hey, what happened to that checked attribute? Let's see that thing. So I'm running it again. And let's see what will happen. Observe on the user interface what is happening. Till the time I'll give you this code, you can try at your end also. In the chat window, I have given you that code. It's working where it is. Yeah, it has happened. Now it will. Yeah, it's done. And basically, it is unchecked now. So I'm going to the output window. What has happened in the output window? Yeah, it's showing me null. So because that attribute is not there, let's make it checked again. So let's do one more time. I want to check it again, and then what we want to do? We want to do the same thing. Like we want to get the attribute and we print it again. So we want to do that thing. Or why to do that thing? For the very first element, basically it is already checked, right? So let's check for the first attribute what it is, right? Let me delete this. This is for the first box. First box is checked, right, at the end. So for the first box, this one, let's see this is, let's say change the value of this, right? So let's say this is R and we want to print R. Okay. This is as actually first box, not the second box. Yeah. Now we will be checking, what happened to the first box when we want to check the attribute like checked. So this is the way, to check whether something is checked or not. You will get to know. If it is showing you null means it is unchecked as of now. If it will show you false, that means it is unchecked. Okay. Let's close this. Let's run that again. Yeah, it's going here. Yeah, first is also checked. Second was is now unchecked. Perfect. Now I want to capture the, what happened to this. So if you see the output, see here true, it's saying true. Why? Because the first checkbox is basically this one. I'm getting into element and checking its attribute checked what is the value of it. If you will inspect this, you will get to know what I'm saying. Let's inspect it. This one. Yeah. So if you see here in this form, this first element is showing style is equals to blank, but checked is equals to blank. Blank means basically it's true. Okay. Don't take it like that. It is checked. Checked is equals, it's saying checked means it is, basically checked, and that's why it is showing you true. If it is not checked, it will show you null. So that is also a way of like doing assertions. Sometimes you want to check when in a particular page, I want to check whether it is, the particular checkbox, what happened with that. It should be by default check. A lot of things you can do on the assertion side. Correct. Okay, let's take one more example in this particular website. there is checkboxes, right? And let's do example of inputs. Yeah, that will be a good thing to learn. Yeah, here you want to put the text. No, that we have done. We have already done sending into input text and all. Correct. Scroll. Yes, let's learn about the scrolling. If you see here, scroll up, scroll down is happening. Correct. Let's learn this. So scrolling is not Selenium's core code. You have to take help from the JavaScript, right? So let's Google. And it's a very common, simple code. Scroll down in Selenium. How to do that? So there are a lot of blogs has been written. Basically, JavaScript execution you have to do. And there are a lot of ways, like you want to scroll to a particular point, you want to scroll till the end of the page. We'll use all those things. So I'm just copying it, putting it here, and I'll make you understand what kind of code it is. Don't worry. And this particular thing, the same example, and this is like going back. So it's like scrolling up. Okay. Once you are already scrolled down, now you want to do scroll up. It's like this. Okay. Generally, there is another way also. I'll show you. You should not use this. Then you want to scroll to a particular point. That is a good example. So I want to scroll till one element is visible, right? So that is another thing which you may want to do. Fine. What else? You want to scroll till the end, web page end. So that will be through the height. So I'm copying this code. That will be also useful for you. This one. Let's see it one by one. Okay, quickly. Okay. Okay. So basically, you will be using JavaScript executor for that. And this is the code you have to do. JavaScript executor, some object name is equals to JavaScript executor, and you typecast it. You know, driver will be typecasted to the JavaScript executor. This is the way. Selenium has provided it, but basically you are executing JavaScript code inside Selenium. So you cannot say Selenium has direct way of doing scrolling. Okay. Selenium do not have direct way to work with the scroll up and down. It is basically JavaScript executor inside the Selenium. Okay, what it does, it will actually whatever position as of now, it's like it will take it from the start and it will go to the it's like y-axis. Okay, it's x-axis, it is y-axis. So it will scroll down till 250 pixel as of now, understanding this way. Then let's do thread.sleep. I'll make you understand what it is doing. Then again, one more JavaScript executor. Let's make it JS1. Now I want to, you know, go up from my position. So let me make it basically this 450 and then I'll go up 350 position. It's like this. Then what is that? It is not required. Okay, you want to go to a particular element. So let's see that example only. In this example only, let's create a new class basically. So that scroll demo will be another scroll demo. We'll talk about the scrolling part only here. And let me copy the whole code and we will delete the unwanted code. Don't worry. So yeah, copying this, putting it here, and on the very first page, I don't want to go to this checkboxes and all. So this code is not required. Okay. So what is required here is I want to, okay, this is also not required. Yeah. So basically this code, scroll. Now in this page, if you see, where is that Internet Hero Co app? This one. Let's say I want to scroll till this. I want to scroll where this is written, JavaScript alert is written, right? So I want to go till this point. So what I will do in my code, I'll say, hey, find out the element first, driver.find element, which is by link text. What is that text? The text is basically this. And now I want to scroll till that point only. Okay. I want to scroll till that point. So what I'll say, hey, execute it, but scroll till this element. So this is the code, argument 0 dot scroll into view. This will be argument 0 and it will scroll till this element will be visible, right? And it will scroll in such a way, like scrolling in such a way that that particular element will be visible in the website. Fine. Let's create another thing. And now this is basically to go to the end. When you say scroll to the document.body.scroll height, it's like it will go till the end. And let's do the opposite. I want to go to the very first page, right? So I will say JavaScript executor 4, let's say here, and I'll just opposite. I'll do the opposite. So I'll say start from here and go till 0. Very simple math, right? So it's like this is the starting point, this is the end point. So I'm going to up. It's like this. You will feel everything now. Once I'll put thread.sleep after each step, you'll be able to see what is happening. Okay, no worries here. Now let me execute this. You will see one by one what is happening. Oh, there is error in the other thing. So that's fine because I have added this code, so it's showing me that there is error in your other classes. So let me delete it. Fine. Execution is started. See here, it is opening the website. Very first thing, what it will do, it will go till 450 pixel down. It has gone down. See here. Now 350 position, it will go up. Yes, it is done. I am not doing anything. Now it will go to a view where what was that? That particular thing is visible, right? So it has gone till that point. Now it's going totally down. See here. Now it will go totally up. Let's wait. Let's wait. No, 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 no. Yes. No, no, it has not done till this point. There is some error. Let me see that error now. Hold on. Okay, the error was actually I have put JS3 here. It should be JS4 because you created new JavaScript executor. Now let's format this code. You can do Control A, Control Shift F. So that will format it. Or in Eclipse, you can go to this source and there is option format that will format proper indentation will happen for your code. It's like this. So one by one, what we are doing, let's see it again. We are opening this website and then we are going 400 position down. Then we are going 300 position up. Then basically it's like coordinates for your website, right? So let's say this whole coordinate is 700 by 900, something like that. So basically, if you have learned about in mathematics how x and y axis works, it's like this. So this will start from 0, 0. Okay, let me give you very simple example. So the very first point will be here 0, 0. 0, comma 0. So the very end point here, I'm considering after at the end, let's say this is the end of my page. Here, the coordinates will be maybe, I'm just taking it like this. Horizontal coordinate, it's like, let's say 900. Vertical coordinate 700, something like that. Okay. So basically, uh, when you say you want to reach, let's say here. So what it will be, I'm just assuming this will be like from horizontal, you have come till 100 point. And from vertical, maybe you have just have done 50, something like that. In the middle of it, basically what it will be, obviously the half of it. So it will be like 450, comma 350, right? See, this is 0, 0. This will be at the exactly at middle will be 450, comma 350. This will be 900, comma 700. Just above that line, it will be again from horizontal you are 900, but vertically you are 699. Correct? What I'm saying? I guess people are getting it. Like this will be 900, comma 699. And just before this, at the last line, what it will be? Obviously, just before this, it will be from horizontal, it will be 899, but vertically you are at the last line. So it will be 700 itself. Fine. I believe this will make sense if you know about how coordinates and the axis works. In the same way, dimension also works. I'm going to the code. It's like you now going up, but minus you can use to go up. It's like this from your current position. Now, basically, I want to reach to a particular element. So I will store that element first. This will not do anything. It will just capture that element in one variable. And then you are saying, hey, I want to execute the script and I want to scroll into the view, right? So it will scroll till a point where the element will be visible. It's like this. Sometimes it's very important to do these things on your testing. Then what I want to do, I want to go up. So wherever I am, I want to, sorry, I want to go down. So this is my end point. I want to go down. And then I'll do just opposite. So I'll say, hey, start it like uh, from the end, but go to the y-axis, go to the, so this is y-axis basically. So it's like going to the very first position here. It's like this. Okay. Fine. This particular thing which I said, it's more related to dimensions. It's not for the scrolling part. Right? I am just giving you an example how dimension works, right? But it's not related to scrolling part as of now. Scroll works with, you know, like this way, how much height you want to go up and down. Okay, fine. Anybody has any question here? So let's execute this and you will observe what is happening one by one. So let's execute one last time. It has opened this and you will observe because this bar is not visible, very clearly. That's why you're not able to see it. But I have put arrow so that things will be visible. See here, it has gone 450 position down. It has gone 350 position up. Now it will scroll in such a way that that particular element will be visible. Yes. Now it will go completely down. Yes, it has gone. Now it will go completely up. Wait for some time. So yes, it has not gone up. Let me see if there is any error. Or maybe, JavaScript executor which we are using is wrong. So hold on, hold on, hold on. We don't have any error till this point. It has gone up? No. Let me see what can be the reason quickly. So I believe basically JS4 is fine, but you can use the same JavaScript because you are at this point. So let me delete this. That's fine, I think. I can use still JS3 to go up and down and all. So I want to see scroll by from height to 0. I think that is fine. It should work. Basically, this should work. I don't think any problem here that why it is not working. Going 0 to the height end means, and then height to 0. It's perfectly fine. This should work basically. But we'll find out. You can also try at your end and check if it is working or not.